U.S. presidents, first ladies, and other dignitaries are gathered at a church in Atlanta for a tribute to Rosalynn Carter. The former first lady and wife of President Jimmy Carter died last week at the age of 96. The Carters were married for 77 years, and despite his frail health, the 99-year-old former president attended the service. The CBC's Chris Reyes watched the service from New York. She joins me live. So, Chris, in addition to Rosalynn Carter's legacy, there's been a lot said about her 77-year marriage to Jimmy Carter. Tell us about that partnership.
Andrew, what a beautiful service, first of all, about this remarkable woman who, by all accounts, lived a full life in every aspect, in her family life, her career, her service to the country, to the world. She was described as an adventurer, someone who loved fly fishing, someone who loved Tai Chi, visited 122 countries, started a butterfly trail, I didn't know this, that touches 3,000 gardens from Mexico all the way up to Canada. Somebody who was full of life and full of joy. All of this in addition to being credited for modernizing the First Lady's office, for championing mental health issues at a time when it was really a pioneering portfolio to take on, as well as being an equal partner to her then husband, President Carter. She was credited for playing a key role in the Middle East peace process that led to the signing of the Camp David Accord. She was credited for even suggesting that those meetings happened at Camp David. There were a lot of people who attended. You already mentioned some of the notable names, but perhaps the most touching moment was when former President Jimmy Carter was wheeled in to that church in Atlanta just right before they played America the Beautiful. He was in a wheelchair. He was right in the front row along with President Biden, Dr. Jill Biden, as well as former President Bill Clinton, and then all of the first ladies, Melania Trump, Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, Laura Bush, all there on the front row. Delivering her eulogy was her son, Chip Carter, who called his mother his hero, as well as somebody who saved his life when she sent him to rehab for his drug addiction. Have a listen to what he said about his mother.
I will always love my mother. I will cherish how she and Dad raised her children. They've given us such a great example of how a couple should relate. Let me finish by saying that my mother, Rosalynn Carter, was the most beautiful woman I've ever met, and pretty to look at, too.
And Andrew, really touching tribute as well from her grandson, the state senator, who's also a state senator in Georgia, who said that his grandmother was somebody who led the path for his family. And he remembered this final memory of her holding a cane. And she looked at him and said, "That's not a cane, that's a trekking pole." And he said that he just hopes that his family never loses the path that she paved the way for his family and for many others in the country.
Chris, thank you. The CBC's Chris Reyes, live in New York.